FJ40, let's talk about this one. Little short wheelbase. It is third month 1980, and there's a bit to talk about. So let's go right back to the start where we found this one. Now Richard and I do the long drive for a drought. We help raise money for the Drought Angels. It's a great cause. We go outback Queensland. Well, we were at Springshaw at the gun club having a shoot, raising some money, a big charity event, and a gentleman, Colin, came up to us to show us his car in the car park, and Colin said, I've got a Shorty at home, I want to sell it. It's a 2F, I've done a bit of work to it, he's done a bit of rust, made it look tidy, as is, 5 grand, do you want it? And Richard and myself, my ears pricked up and went and had a look at it, and Richard fell in love. So Richard has purchased this one for himself. A lot of people know that follow. Richard's a 60 man and I'm the 40 guy. Well, Richard's come to the other side and it was about bloody time. He's got himself an FJ40 1980 with the 2F. There's big plans for it, so I might actually show you under the bonnet straight away because it's got the 2F. That's not going to stay in there for long. We'll kick it in the guts as well. Oh yeah. I do have to say before I pop the bonnet, everyone's had a drive of this and it's got some balls. It up and goes. You've got to love the 2F. It's got more balls. It's a lot lighter, say, than a lot of the 2H turbos around here. So the 2F, as is, has way more balls than you'll find in a 2H turbo. They're more torque. This one on the highway, just up and boogies. Let's go have a look under the bonnet. Look at this one, still got the 2F. Not for long, I'll go into that, but at the moment, this is how Richard found it. It's got the 2F. It does have the factory power steer, and Richard's going to change it to 60 power steer when he does the engine conversion. So no doubt Richard will sell the 2F factory power steer as a complete unit. He'll probably take a deposit of 100% now, or it'll be for sale later, but I know he doesn't want it. It also has the Holly on there, so she sucks a bit more juice, but she's got a lot of grunt. Richard runs it down from the coast, sits on the highway, just ups the 4-speed, handles a little bit over 100, no worries at all. Long term, this is getting a 1UZ in there. Now Richard's purchased a 1UZ for another project, but he's decided it's for the Shorty and he's going to put a V8 in it. So he loves Toyota, he's going with the Toyota engine and he owns the engine already. So watch this space, let's see how this one unfolds. I notice this bonnet's pretty wild. Someone's done some pretty wild repairs there, but when the conversion gets done, the 1UZ, the 60 series power steer and a few other mods, this bonnet's going. Richard hasn't decided yet. He owns a rust-free steel one and he owns a fiberglass one that he might hack up to put a scoop in. So this is going to be transformed. We'll probably do another walk around or photos in the future because he's got some guards coming from a good friend, LCS 4x4. We've got some clip-on guards for wheeling coming along. LCS 4x4. While I mention it, while the bonnet's up, I'll just lean forward here and look at the bar work on this thing. Now, Laurie, a great friend of Mr. Landcruiser, owns LCS 4x4 down in Victoria, does a lot of fab work, but he does one-off stuff, but he's put these and some other bars into production. If they're not on our website when this video goes up, they'll be within weeks, or just hit us up now. But this is one of his bars that we will be selling here at Mr. Landcruiser. We've already got some a couple of them here with us to sell. They come raw. We can have them painted or X-line for you. This one's high mount. They also come with the low mount, all your recovery points. And we'll go into detail. I'll probably just do an article on them themselves. But if you like this bar work, we've got them coming. If they're not already on the website now, again, hit us up. Richard's just got the old Dominator. I don't even know if it works. Richard just finds stuff around the yard and throws it on there. And underneath the engine, the axle, it's still drum brakes. Richard's grabbed a set of disc brakes from an old 60s wreck, and he will be throwing, he'll be throwing them in the next week or two. So this will have disc brakes in it. I've got to say, Richard lives up the coast. This is a beach car, so he's gonna, it's just a lifestyle car for Richard and his family. I will go and have a look inside why there's extra seats and what he's done to accommodate to fit all of his family. and the lifestyle of living up the coast. The interior is it's still a little bit ongoing actually, just things you'll notice. Door cards, these are a glass door. Richard wants to custom some door cards. He's got a few things he's going to put. We'll be selling the parcel shelves, working with Steve Kellner. A lot of people know who he is, and he does a lot of fabbing and designing for us. We're also, Richard's going to run his parcel shelves in there. Richard has changed the dash. In 1980, it did not come with this dash center, did not have a tacho in a petrol. So Richard's put them in there. There's no tacho in that hole. That comes with the 1UZ later, but he's just modernised it. One of the reasons was the previous owners hacked it a little bit, or one of the previous owners have hacked it a bit. So Richard's hidden some of it with a modern dash, and it's you couldn't tell. Also, you see a lot of sand on the floor. He uses this, take it up the beach, but he's put the Noble flooring in there. Something we have on the shelf, something else we have on the shelf. Underneath the Noble floor is some car builders. Just keep some heat off his feet, running around in thongs and that on the beach. Also the cup holders, building 70s. The cup holders are something we sell here, so we've grabbed some off the shelf. Put his cold drinks in there, and it did not come with XR6/XR8 seats. Richard's purchased those, and we do sell the McKinnon's Cruisers adapter kits to run them. So really happy with the seats and the way that they've come up. They've got more leg room too in a Shorty, so they slide right back. Seats, let's go and have a look at the rear seats. Richard is over the moon with these rear seats. I might get my dog out of the road. What are you doing in there, Bluey? Come here. So Richard's over the moon with the rear seats. He has found them on Marketplace. They're out of a high ace, I believe, a high ace. And the thing was, he had to buy 4 sets of these things. So we've got 3 left. If anyone's interested, hit us up. We don't want them. But to get them to fit, Richard has modified the legs, but he's had them all signed off. And now they're the perfect height. He's got 2 little ones that fit in there perfectly. They've got integrated seat belts, child restraints. He's taken the head rests out just to give him more visuals for his mirror, and the family absolutely love them. Them seats are awesome. And supporting another, I've mentioned LCS 4x4 when we're at the front of the vehicle in the bar work. Well, the LCS roll bar, well, it's a sports bar, legally not a roll bar, but sure as hell make a difference if you did tip it over the side. But this sports bar, we now have them on the shelf as well, and they're a great item to any Shorty, any troopy, because you don't, even your hard tops, you don't have to take off your roof to fit these in. They're 3-piece, you slide them in, you bolt them in. And we've had this, so Richard's had the seats and the sports bar all signed off, and really happy with it. Now Richard does have future plans for the exterior of the car. We have a factory soft top here. It's going to allow him to leave this sports bar and put the soft top up with the cage, and so he's going to have a little bit more weather protection by the time next storm season comes. So a few other little things. The rear bar and the spare tyre carrier on the back, that's a good place to keep it. It's easy. It's got a homemade tailgate. Doesn't bother Richard at all. It's doing its job, but I don't think he's too fast on the rear bar. It's there for now. We all love, probably a favourite of most people around here is the McKinnon's ones over the Kmart ones. They're both pretty cool, but Richard's talking about putting a McKinnon's rear bar on there. You've got a lot of options when you do that. Also, the wheels, Richard already owned the Federals, and they were on his 60, so were the Sunnies on his 60. He changed directions, so just had a spare set for this to get off the little 31s that it came with. Just little trims on the shelf. We keep a lot of genuine stuff, so we put the genuine mirrors. So, and it gives it a look, it gives it an earlier look, so very cool. We've always got them in stock, all different period mirrors in stock, so that's pretty much it. Now, this thing's doused in lanolin. It's had, before I did the walk around, Richard insisted on cleaning it because it was oozing out of everywhere. It is a beach rig, it might rust earlier than some others, and that will upset the odd person. They'll have to get over it because this is a lifestyle vehicle, and Richard and his family are enjoying it. So I guess we're going to do another walk around, or let's video it when we do the one new Z and the new guards and stuff. But for today, this is finally Richard's got himself a 40. It's an FJ40 1980. Yo!